Cash Color Cannabis, a high level of conversation on LivehiphopDaily.tv. Oh, we on now. You good, man? Got my man Philly Redface in the building. Philly, what's good, man?
Hey, man, you already know, man. Everything's great, man. You know, when God give you breath
Oh,
in the morning.
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Everything all love, man. You know what I'm saying? If you can wake up in the morning, you winning.
That's on everything, man. My man got the big backwood rolled up over there, man. Look like a thumb.
We smoking. Hopefully we can roll up another one before we finish, man.
Hey, you know what? We can accommodate that. We ain't got nothing else to do in the morning.
Chain smoke.
All right, man. So Philly, man, I got a chance to catch you at the Big Bowls Pause 2-year anniversary concert.
Big Bowls, man.
Yeah, shout to Big Bowls Pause. We discussed how that name probably came about a little earlier. Y'all missed all that. But that was the first time I had a chance to catch you and kind of get it, to meet you. So for those who haven't met you yet or haven't had a chance to contact you, who is Philly Redface?
I mean, first and foremost, man, Philly Redface is a father, man. You know what I'm saying? I define myself as a real man first. You know what I'm saying? I'm a family man. I'm very family oriented, and I love, you know what I'm saying, the whole structure that a family brings to my whole movement.
Yeah.
You know, secondly, you know, I'm basically, you know, I'm it, man. I'm the it factor. I'm basically, you know, the person that's going to help a whole lot of other artists get put on. And I'm basically, you know, mobbing, independent since day one. Never reached out and asked nobody for nothing, man. So that's who Philly Redface is, man. Independent.
Yeah.
Boss.
Your music is very is diverse, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? Like when Will and shout out to my man Willie, Drip Squad Willie.
Shout out to Willie, man.
Yeah,
that's my man.
When Willie asked me about having you on the show, my first thought was, you know, you talking about the kid who got the song with Lynn Tate. He was like, yeah, that's Philly. Yeah. So I started going through your YouTube. And I was like, why all these songs wildly different from the other, man? Speak to us about your style and I guess how you developed your rap style.
And that's the main thing. That's the main ingredient that I go back on. I'm a family man, right? So, and I say it, and I don't tread lightly on that. That's heavy to me. You know what I'm saying? Because when you say that, I got 10 children. You know what I'm saying? I got 10 daughters and 2 boys, right? So it's hard to just be a gangster rapper the way I want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they sitting in the house with me, they know what I'm doing. They know my life. And I'm sitting there writing.
Yeah.
Daddy, write about this. If you look on my YouTube, there's a joint called Family Tree. Philly Redface would have never wrote that. My kids helped me write that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more of an artist that, you know, base my music on exactly what's going on at that very moment. I don't have to have just one outlet. You know what I'm saying? I could spit about anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what's up. Were there any artists who you came up listening to who kind of helped shape your sound or help influence your sound?
Well, as you could tell, nobody really got my sound. Like, my sound is by itself. Nobody else in this world, in this industry right now, past, present, or future, ever had my sound. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really a rapper, so I don't look at rappers and say, oh, I want to be like him. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. You know, but if I did have influences back then, it would have been the people that I was directly around. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, Gilly the Kid and people like that. Like I don't you know what I'm saying? All the industry hype and the smoke and mirrors. I never wanted to emulate no rapper. My style, none of that. My lifestyle, none of that. I never wanted to do that.
That's what's up. So you from Philly?
Definitely from Philly. You know what I mean? North Philly, Erie Avenue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
you really from Philly too? Only real. You know what I mean? You really from Philly? You know what I'm saying? My man hit it with the Erie Ave real quick.
Erie Ave, bro.
Yeah, we go ahead and hit this. I'm here.
Yeah, man, hit that, man. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Erie Ave, shouts to Erie Ave, man. Gilly the Kid.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? The whole figure gang.
Shout out to Black De Niro too, man. What's up with Black D right now?
Black De Niro. You know what I'm saying? I got a record with Black De Niro. Got records with Gilly the Kid. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing right now is this new Redface. You know what I'm saying? I've been messing around with some real heavy producers. You know what I'm saying? That's giving me a new sound, and you know, that's what we getting into right now, man. That new bop. Just did a crazy feature with Big Bank called Let's Do It. Okay. You know what I mean? Salute the homie Big Bank. You know what I'm saying? He just did that movie Superfly.
Yeah. Yeah, Bank. Yo, I haven't seen Superfly, but I keep hearing good reviews about Bank's performance. Be honest with you,
it's a dope movie, man. It brings out, like, if you live in Atlanta, you will love the movie because it everywhere you be, they shot a scene in that motherfucker.
They definitely shot it in what was it down there?
Metropolitan.
Yeah, we was down there at Dazed Arts one day, man, and me and B was out there. Shout out to my man B, Dazed Arts. We out there, we literally watching Big Boy shoot a scene.
Yeah.
So that was crazy to see, man.
Yeah, this nigga choking after he passed the L.
Yeah, that's how it go. Yo, let's talk about real quick. Let's talk about Philly though, man, because like I tell people, Philly influenced my whole music career in a large way. Like I had a partner of mine named Fred, Streetwork ENT. He wasn't living in Philly; he was in New York. Yeah. But he used to send me music all the time. He used to send me a little couple of dollars to go work records. This is like 05, 06.
Yeah.
But the records he would send me in the packages, he'd mix them in with some Philly records. So he'd be like, "Yo, I want you to check out some of these kids." So early in my career, I had Frank with the Grippers, you know what I'm saying? Magics, like I'm listening to Joey Jahaz. He put me on Cheek Raws. He telling me about all these YouTube videos. I used to sit up from like midnight to like early in the morning, waking up, binge watching Philly rappers. You know what I mean? Like Philly had a whole different scene when it came to the rap shit that I feel like they don't even get enough credit for. Talk about how Philly influenced you overall, you know what I'm saying, just as far as being able to see some of them acts come up in the early stages. Because even with Gilly and like you say, the Figures and Black De Niro's, like that was an independent scene that almost didn't happen in the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? East Coast rap was mostly determined on who you was signed to. Like Philly was really kind of getting it out the mud.
Philly's still getting it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Philly's still getting it out the mud. And the one thing I learned from Philly, I'm born and raised in Philly and been out of Philly for 7 years, moved to the A, moved my whole family down here. If I wasn't already, you know what I mean, solidified and stamped in a city like Philadelphia, I would never be able to make a move like that to Atlanta and make music. Philly is a hip-hop political city. You know what I'm saying? This is what Philly taught me. This is the influence that Philly gave me, was to get your money and get the fuck out. Because what happens is, in a political hip-hop city like such as Philly, it's only going to be one person that's allowed to be on top at that time. You know what I'm saying? And he has to do something drastic to fall off, like, get on drugs and just lose it, or get killed off or get booked forever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it's just like only one person is allowed, no matter how hard you work. It's just like a political world. Yeah. So it's like a bunch of people pulling you back down when you reach a certain climax, and that ain't the way your career supposed to work. You know, it's crazy. I felt like I saw that with Meek. You know what I'm saying? Because when Meek was bubbling, and I don't mean like even MMG bubbling, I mean like when you signed the Tip bubbling. I remember how they was like there was a beef he had with Quilly, there's beef he had with Joey's and all them. And I felt like, yo, why is these dudes kind of snipping that dude? He literally came from where y'all was at a week ago. You know what I mean? The essence of Philly hip hop is built around beef within. Yeah. Beef with us, with, you know what I mean, with the people that's, in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you touch a little bit of the limelight, a nigga gonna come at your head and tell the whole city why you shouldn't be in the limelight. and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, that type of, control over your career. When you take your career as serious as I do, you want to just get away from that. I'm still cool with a lot of Philly rappers, you know what I'm saying? But I had to distance myself and get away because my family is involved in this, you know what I'm saying? I got daughters that's models and people that's in my family that's trying to do things in a movie. So I got to bring them in that aspect. I got to bring them in that environment. I can't let nothing else stop that. You know what I'm saying? But shouts to Philly, man. I love Philly. I'll never change my name, Philly Redface, to the death of me, man. Yeah. Word up. So now you in Atlanta, and Atlanta's definitely been good to you. Atlanta taking care of me. Yeah, on the music scene, man. What's it like? Has it been difficult connecting with people down here, being that you're not from here? Like, most people say it should be fairly easy, but I look at it as different. That's the thing. I'm not trying to connect. Like, that's the thing. That's how you connect when you're not really. I'm not really trying to connect with nobody. Whatever is coming my way is coming my way because of an organic reason. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that thing, patience is a virtue. I don't go rapping in front of niggas, freestyling in front of niggas, talking about sign me. No, I got a check. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got money before these niggas give me music money. So I don't worry about certain shit, about meeting people and none of that. I just do me, make my music, formulate my gang, and that's it. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't get involved in that. That's the politics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the politics that I don't get involved.
Yeah.
But anything organic is going to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? I met T.I., I met G. I've been in the studio with Jeezy when I first moved down here. You know what I'm saying? I got people in my phone right now, resources. If that's what I got, I got resources. You know,
yeah.
but I don't. I'm independent, bro. I don't really mix and mingle. You know, to have my hand out. You know what I'm saying?
Word. So what you working on music wise right now? Like, is there a project you got prepping that's about to release?
I mean, right now, man, my main focus is pushing this Big Bank, this Philly Redface featuring Big Bank. Let's do it project. You know what I'm saying? The video just dropped real crazy. I do everything fast. Like, you know, if I was on a label, that it wouldn't even be out right now. You know what I'm saying? Because,
well, yeah, you got to go through levels.
I do everything fast, man. You know, you got publicists in this area telling me, do it this way, get this done. Then you got other people, you know, influencers in this area saying I got to get the blogs. And listen, man, I just want the world to know, man. Like it's great music out here, and it's people out here that's really trying to work with other artists and not be on no fuck shit, not be on no I hate this nigga because he got more than me shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make great music, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
What was it like working with Bank? Bank's a real down to earth dude.
Man, that nigga brought me right back to home, like where I'm from. You know, it's real hard. That's one thing I could say. It's real hard to meet like a organic, you know, like a you know what I'm saying, authentic type of individual, you know, that's really going to show you that type of love. You know what I'm saying, with no dumb shit being involved. You know what I'm saying. And like my OGs where I'm from, that's how they was. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you you know what I'm saying, if you was who you was supposed to be, you got looked out for. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I did was Shorty Fresh gave me the beat. I said, damn, the ball Bank. I said, look, this is what I said. I said either I gotta get Bank on this joint, or it's this other boy, T.O. Green, that's from the South Side. That's where I've been living at. So it would have been right to get him on there. So and I said this other boy, damn, what's the boy name, man? Fuck. Big boy, he real big boy. I think he from Scottsdale, but anyway.
Joe Green.
I said I gotta even get Joe on this joint. So anyway, what I did was, you know, I reached out to Bank. I reached out to Joe Green, and I reached out to T.O. You know, Bank. You know, all them niggas kept it real, you know, because, you know what I mean, that's what the game is. You got to get your bread. But Bank, you know, told me straight up, and he said, just like you said, he said, yo, I've been fucking with you since I saw the Lil Tate joint, and that's when I heard about you. And, you know what I'm saying, I ain't even know he fucking knew me.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? He said, and the nigga told me, oh, man, I got you, bro. It ain't about nothing, you know. I said, so what the bag is like, though, bro? You know what I mean? It is about something. What's the bag like? He said, Red, don't worry about that. Just come on, shoot the video. Tell me what the treatment is and what time you need me to be where. This was before the fucking.
That's solid.
This was before Superfly even premiered in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, streets love Bank.
So
there's a reason why.
So what that told me, man, is that, you know, it made me proud of my city, because what my city did for me was, first of all, give me the name Philly because of a situation I did, you know what I'm saying, for like a few years before I moved out. I did Feed the Hood. If you ever Google my name and you look at my YouTube, it's a joint called Feed the Hood that I did every week, where I go out and feed every impoverished neighborhood in the city. You know what I mean? If you fucked up, I'm gonna come to your hood and set up a whole barbecue where your whole community gonna come out and get free food with nothing attached. No, lady, I don't want your food stamps. You can't help out with your food stamps card because that'll be going against what the fuck I'm trying to do here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That type shit. So when they made me do the speech in front of the Philadelphia Job Corps for the little kids, the city gave me the name. They said, man, your name can't be Redface no more. Your name got to be Philly Redface. So to bring that back to this Big Bank situation, my city already stamped me as a real nigga, so I don't need to be going around Atlanta talking about I'm a real nigga from Philly, this and that and this and that. The real niggas gonna see it organically, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a weird fucking number, man. Man.
Real life moments, man.
Real.
That's what's up. Who are your top 5 rappers all time?
5 top rappers. I would have to say, the 3 rappers that's going. You know what I'm saying? Tupac, Biggie, Eazy-E.
Word.
I would have to say them because, respect over everything.
Yeah.
Them niggas lost their lives as legends. You know what I mean? And they created a whole different type of path. Even for the, for the new wave that's going on right now, they even created that wave too. You know what I'm saying? Like it all roots from, those people. So you gotta give those people they respect. And actually, I'm gonna even throw Big Pun in there too, because I was just looking at Fat Joe and DJ Khaled on live on the way over here. They riding around New York and shit, and that shit brought back a lot of memories of the bull Big Pun. Big Pun can spit.
Yeah,
nigga.
Pun can spit.
So all 4 of them niggas, and I'm gonna say, Philly Redface is the 5th, man.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be that.
At least you didn't hit us with the die-line.
That's gonna be that.
Let me be real. I like Pun. Pun was one of them rappers, and I know I'm gonna catch.
Oh, shit.
I know I'm gonna catch heat for this. He was one of them rappers who I knew you could rap. It just I didn't care you could rap. You know what I mean? Like Pun could spit, like you say. Like if you just hear Pun on a verse, Pun on a freestyle, you're blown away.
Right.
But it wasn't like I felt like that with Big L. Like I feel like I'm committing a hip hop sin, but I felt like that with Big L too. Like L was nice, but it was like I get it. Yeah. There's a lot of other people. You know what I'm saying? Like what separates him from other MCs like that? But that's just my thing.
Yeah, you keep calling my phone. I'm in the middle of an interview. Who this? Is it an emergency? Oh, it's my Uber Eats. Can somebody go to the door? I'm sorry, I forgot I ordered Uber Eats. Somebody coming down right now. You right in front of the door. They coming down right now. I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of the interview.
It's all good. This really happens. This really happens because we live.
Damn, I was wondering what the fuck. That was a weird number.
He did say it's a weird number. I ain't answer that.
They kept calling. And I was sitting in my car for like 20 minutes just chilling.
I wish we would have had that on speaker because she really said, "Sir, this is your Uber Eats." Sir, hey, what's up, Nicole?
That shit crazy, man.
Sir, this is your Uber Eats. That's funny,
wild,
man.
My bad, man.
Nah, you good. How you feel about the current?
We roll up another one too, man.
How you feel about the current rap scene?
I mean, the only thing I don't like about the current rap scene right now, and I'm not even gonna say the beef because hip hop is created around beef. South Bronx, South Bronx.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's created around that. But what I'm gonna say that I don't like is all the deaths. You know what I mean? The people that's dying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The extensions. And all the other people that's just, senselessly, losing their life and, taking the wrong route with this shit. Because once you establish a certain type of level, you really do have to be on some type of, separation shit. Not anti-social, but just separating yourself from, certain realities.
Yeah.
And putting yourself in a different reality so that way, you can enjoy the fruits of your fucking labor, man, and you ain't gotta be out here as a fucking target. So I just don't like that part of it. You get a certain wave, and then a fuck nigga take it away because you get caught slipping for just that 1 second. You know what I mean? We don't know if Extension was somebody that just get caught slipping. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Or anybody else that happened to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uber Eats just delivered it.
Yeah.
For all those who were wondering.
Uber Eats, man. Like they come, like I was sitting right there. I didn't even have an address. I just put in the fucking arrow.
Look, be honest with you though, there are a lot of deaths going on, but the deaths I pay a lot of attention to are the ones that come from like pill abuse. Like you got Lil Xans, and I was watching, what's the kid now? This kid rapper Lil Tracy. Lil Tracy was talking about how he had a seizure, cocaine and using THC lean. And I'm like, and he actually blamed the lean. I'm looking like I'm more leaning towards the cocaine. Probably did it like repeated cocaine use, seizure. That sounds more likely. But I'm fearing for these kids now because I feel like we've jumped past cannabis. You know what I'm saying? Like we fully understand the benefits of cannabis. I feel like people fully get that. But I'm watching these young kids now jump way over weed and go right to something ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about popping pills on a regular and bragging about it. I ain't never been around nobody who bragged about popping pills.
Well, what I'm gonna say about that right there is this, man. You know, I take it back to you know, Ronald Reagan wife. What was her name? Nancy Reagan. Mm-hmm. Rest in peace. She died, right?
She's dead. Didn't mean to laugh about that, but yeah, she's dead.
She came up with a slogan when I was a kid that age. She came up with that slogan that says, "Say no to drugs." She's the one who said that slogan first out of everybody in this world, and it branded. And if you Google that, it might even tell you that. So I go back to saying this. And I say no to drugs in a way where it's kind of like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about, right? I'm gonna say this. They got a word called hypocritical. They got a word called bias. That's me all day, right? We gonna eliminate that from the gate when we talking to the you know, the people that we talking about.
Yeah.
If you on any type of like situation like that, and it's causing like any type of other type of moods, and it's not prescribed to you or man made it, then I'm gonna go back to the Nancy Reagan days. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I say that to say I have children, and you know, they have a whole bunch of friends. You know what I'm saying? One of them just lost a friend yesterday because the lady that she was in the car with tried to beat a train, and the train smacked him. My daughter was real friends with this little girl. The little girl was in the car minding her business, trying to go to school the next day. So we don't know. I can't speak on what that person was on, but it was more cars in front of the person waiting for the train to pass. But anyway, that's a different story. I just say no to drugs. It ain't, you know what I'm saying, it ain't worth doing that type of fucking drug, dog. Like on some real shit, especially if you see this motherfuckers dying from that shit. My gang just pulled up, they left the session and shit. That's my gang. Yeah, so to answer that question, yeah, that's who Philly Redface is when it comes to that type shit. I don't condone that, man, you know what I'm saying? I got a whole family. I got a story for your ass, nigga, like for real. But just look at my Oodles and Noodles video and look at my family tree video, and that'll tell you the whole story right there.
What's your story? You know, before we leave out of here, what's the story you had for me about Joe? Like you said you had a funny.
Joe?
Yeah.
The story about Joe was the way, like Joe was like like one of my favorite words in the world is organic, and Joe was like one of them people that you met organically through just the Atlanta circuit. Like basically, for whatever reason, like for like a whole 1, 2, maybe 3, even up to last month, you know what I mean, before me and Joe really just decided to, you know what I mean, become real fucking homies, man. You know what I mean, I got love for the nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I would be at events, I would be at supermarkets, I would be at random you know what I'm saying? But most of them is industry events or like just random places, man. I would either see him or his team.
Yeah.
And we'd just run into each other like, yo, I keep saying it. And the way we met was at I think it was either AC3 or South by Southwest pre-event. Like they had a little pre-event and everybody gathering or whatever. And he in a parking lot. And that was the first time we met. I swear on everything, man. I seen a nigga like 7 more times within a 30-day time period.
That's how Atlanta shit work too. You see a person one day, you gonna see them for the next 7 events, almost in this boom, 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 just like that.
Yeah, so that's dope. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. Me and Joe, we real good peoples now. So
yeah, salute my man. Salute
Shouts
my man.
To the
Joe.
Formula, man. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about them earlier. You know what I mean? I got 8 artists, man, that like I said, that I'm you know, really pushing and gonna make sure that you know, shit, you know, come into perspective, because my movement called Formula Music, I got a label in the studio. You know, these is my main guys, like, you know what I mean? We, you know, it's bigger than music with a whole bunch of us, you know what I'm saying? And we all from different parts of the world. You know, we got Chicago, we got fucking Philly, you know, Atlanta, fucking Texas, DC. So like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's a lot of us, and you know, my shit, you know, as far as they concerned, is real dope. You know what I'm saying? And the project that we working on is gonna wake up a whole lot of hip hop heads that's missing out on a lot of great shit.
Word up. All right, so before we fade out, let everybody know how they can catch up with you online. What's your social media handles, all that?
Yeah, Red the Ghost, man. Red the Ghost is my Instagram. At Philly Redface is my Twitter. But I don't really go on Twitter. I don't follow 0 people on there, you know what I mean? But a couple thousand people follow me for whatever reason. But I'm on Instagram as Red the Ghost. That's where I be at. That's where I post my music, and that's where I, you know, fuck with my fans at on Instagram, Red the Ghost. And I definitely got my own YouTube channel, youtube.com/Philly Redface. You know what I'm saying? I got over 30 videos on there, new shit, old shit, some shit I did for charity shit, all kinds of nice entertainment on there for you, man. But don't just watch the videos. Please push the button and subscribe. If you ever want to support an artist, just subscribe to his YouTube, comment on his Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to give him no money. You don't got to buy his music. Just show him that you right there with him by talking and letting the people know that you there. That's how you fuck with me.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Salute you. Appreciate you coming through tonight. And that's Cash Color Cannabis, a high level of conversation.
Cash Color. And this is Cash Color Cannabis right here, nigga. I don't sell it, I just smoke it. On
LivehiphopDaily.tv. Catch us next Tuesday, 9 p.m. We out.